Please help me welcome on stage Toastmaster Linh Lê. Body speak for stand-up comedy. Body speaks for stand-up comedy. Toastmaster Linh Lê.
I try to make jokes before in this spot, but it's never worked. Maybe this one. Have you ever watched some people performing playing guitar on YouTube?
Yes.
I always amazed watching kids playing guitars, their skills in their hands, because I believe that I can play better than them. As soon as I have time, I'm pretty sure that I can improve my skills as long as I bought the guitar. Dear fellow Toastmaster guests, these are the jokes that I wrote myself and other people laugh. I'm trying to do this because we organize the humorous contest, but a lot of people do believe that these kind of contests is not for them. I'm not born humorous. I'm a kind of boring person. I don't know how to write jokes. Humorous is something people are naturally good at. It's really hard to train. Having these assumptions in mind, I question them. That is the reason why I recently joined some stand-up comedian workshops, Saigon storytelling, and they shared to me that be able to write a joke, it takes time to practice, and there's a science behind it. There's a lot of tips and skills that we can train ourselves to be able to be more humorous. We can use some technique that I learned recently is using the mind mapping technique to connecting story. For example, Messi is a famous football player in the world. He can date all the women he wants. As a player, the connection between football players and boy players. The second, that's a big one, right? The second technique I learned is the 7 steps of writing the joke, because there's a step-by-step of creating the setup. The setup so that we have the punchline for people to laugh. One of my jokes that I wrote during the workshop is, Lun, why do you want to go to the library so much? It's so boring. People at the library are so quiet. They all concentrate. No talking and there's nobody talking. No, that's the perfect place to get some sleep. So that I'm trying to write the joke, and it's hard. It's hard at the beginning. And this is something very raw, something very at the beginning stage of trying to be more humor. But these are something that I learned. These are something that I practice. And that one of the things I love the most on the workshop is how to use our body language to deliver a stand-up comedian talk. Sometimes in Vietnam, we don't have that kind of style of stand-up comedians. We have comedy, but in group. People running around with different type of roles, and people have so many people on stage. But stand-up comedian, it's just you, and to stay yourself and to me, trying to play the role. So at the workshop, he gave me a script of conversations. Look, here's a script of conversation. Play with this. So the first step I played, read it aloud. So the trainer, can I borrow $5? You don't have a job. How will you pay me back? Can I borrow $10? He stopped me. He said, look, here's a conversation. Why don't you try to having the eye contact with the person? Okay, read and then have eye contact. Can I borrow $5? You don't have a job. How can you pay me back? And he said, that's good enough. But now, next step, that's what we train. Put your emotion into it. Don't just read it. Put emotion into it. Why $10? So I can pay you back $5. And now you say, that's good. no, that's good. You have the emotion into it. But how about vocal variety? When you are just alone on the stage, if you have 2 voices, it may help. Okay. That's going in. What is this for? So I'm going to write a book. So you see, I'm trying to. Oh, so you're gonna need a pencils and a notebook? That's why you need that money. Okay, I can let you. And that's what 90 shift people. This is a conversation between a teenage boy with his grandmother. And he stopped. You see, now we put emotion, we put more on the feelings, we put more on the vocabulary. And now, when I'm saying that, as I'm doing this. So, what happened to money? What are you going to write about? I'm going to write a book of how to trick someone $5. Get back here! and last time he stopped me, he said, in Vietnam we have a transit moving too much, and that's why people get distracted. And at that time he gave me a tip, a 45-degree rule. When we do the sound readings, we don't have to move too much. Sometimes we just have 45 degrees. Just like, oh, I'm kidding. Actually, I want to have people who scared. Scared of what? It seems like people scared of so many things. There's so much to be scared. There's a gun, losing job, losing homes. There are wars all over the place. Is that really scary? You see? And then he said, okay, when you want to talk to the audience, you don't have to maintain the 45 degrees anymore because this is a conversation. You want to create the illusion that you actually have a conversation. But when you want to talk to the audience, out of the conversation, you turn your body 90 degrees to the audience. And now you start talking to the whole group. But when you go back to the conversation again, turn to using the technique of 45 degrees and helping you to moving. That's good, you want to help. But what are you going to tell them? Well, chapter 1, I will talk about the shooting in school and more in theater research. It's that simple. I will take away all of the guns. That's crazy. Oh, it's my work. And job, I will make more jobs. I mean, look at all things that can be done. I can create more jobs, happy people, happy life. That's the book I'm going to write. So, the conversation seems boring at first, but if we can put a little bit flavors into it with some technique and using our facial expressions in body language, it can create humor factors and make people laugh. And it seems to be raw and challenging at first, but overcome when we practice day by day, it will become habit. It's something embedded to ourselves. So we become something more humor than us. So, just to recap, these are the skill sets that I hope that you believe in yourself. Try it, and one day will be much more funnier than you. And take your time, look to the contest, and participate. Thank you.